Alright, what's up yens guys? I'm going to do one more video in an advanced technique here. I'm going to try not to make the video too long, but I decided I'm going to just go ahead with it today. But first, I'm going to start with the little ones first. But we're going to lead to using the bigger one again. But instead of doing it from here, I'm going to go a little more here with the handle, more advanced. And like if you're ready for it, because it is a little harder. But what I'm going to say, go with these 15s first and do what I said in other videos. Your basic crank it a whole bunch of times. Here, show you how I'm doing. Like, hold your little ones like this and do a lot of cranking like this. Not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. Do it for the whole length of one of your favorite songs or something. Like I said in other videos, the reason for it, you're doing a lot of here, handling that wrist. The little ones, that don't seem that heavy, but when you do it for like a bunch of minutes with that wrist, then when you get into the bigger ones, you're going to be doing more of the shoulder and the back of the shoulder and the arms. But I say always do it with the littler ones first. Do some of this and then some of this. I don't want to go too much into it, you know what I mean? Make sure you're able to handle holding it like this for a period of time. If you shake too much, then you're not ready, you know. But want to throw that in there. I preached about it in the other video. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I want to remind you in case you haven't seen any of the other ones. We're going to go ahead and put the gloves on. Like I said, for the bigger ones, wear the anti-slip work gloves. Because, yeah, believe me, if your hand gets a little slippery, you can have some trouble. What we're going to go ahead and do, like I did before, remember I'm holding it like this? We're going to drop it down, bring the handle a little bit down a little bit. It's the same way we do the little ones, not quite, but a little further toward the middle of the handle. So, okay, instead of here like this, I'm going to go a little bit more like this, just so you see what I'm doing. Then what we're going to do, just like I told you before, you don't have to do it both at one time if you're not ready for it. What I like to say is hold one to one side. The one holding down range here, the one you're holding to your side, actually will balance you out. And then just do one at a time. Hold it for a while, then another. If it's too shaky, you're not ready. Show you from the side view here. And like I said, you can buy these in 50-pound. These are 25s. Anybody who can wield the 50 ones, one in each hand, I don't think I want to mess with them, but this hand ready. Yeah, and maybe just hold it for a couple of seconds each. Do whole sessions of this first, really. Practice handling it before you do what I'm about to do here. Like this, and then crank it and crank it like I did before. Just the same stuff I said in the other video. Crank it and crank it and crank it and crank it. Let me get on my knees here and show you from the back. Hey. 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 Side view. Hey. 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 Then you're going to be feeling all the muscles tension here, and then gradually just let it gracefully drop down. Well, this is why I'm telling you, do what the first thing I showed you first. get used to bringing it up and then dropping it down gracefully. The reason being, like I said, if you're wavering too much when you're wielding it like this, you're not ready to crank it from above your shoulder yet, obviously, but yeah, you're gonna feel every single muscle group expanding, because you're actually holding to keep it from wavering, you know what I mean? Try to hold them closer to your body when you're making the pass over your head. And you can actually, like I said before in another video, you can let it pass your head within an inch or two. And you can slightly butt it with your head, bonk them with your head. Not going to hurt you. You can kind of show you a little just demonstration in a second. If you feel like you're wavering off, you can just go bonk it with your head, and nothing wrong with that. It ain't going to hurt you to kind of restabilize. But anyway, I'll show you a little trick here. Try to show you like over here in a closer, like this. Okay, to show you from over here, like say you're getting the shakes or whatever. Try to give you an example. And then say you're shaking a little bit, kind of give it a little head bonk. You can kind of reposition. But if you kind of fall this way, like down like this, you can always recover like this. And say if you're good, instead of falling this way, you can use your head. But if your wrist goes this way, I was trying to demonstrate, I'm trying to duplicate for you like any kind of exercises or drills that say that you know exactly what you can do if, excuse me, try to say that again. So you know exactly what you're going to do, and if something goes awry, you know, wrong. I mean, you can actually repeatedly, like, I can recreate, like, say I'm doing too much and feeling unstable there. Oh no, it's going to fall this way, but hey, just let it fall. You can do that again like that. Let's see it again. Oh, my wrist is... Yep. I mean, you practice this with the little ones. Do it with like the little ones. I should have showed you with the little ones. What you want to do is like say try to duplicate what, and let it fall on get yourself familiarized so you don't have any sudden shocks to your wrist if you snap or sprain a wrist or something, you know what I mean? But or if they like something goes awry this way, you can use your head like that. It barely touches your head. You can move your head like toward it, move with it. Somebody give a comment one time when I showed a picture of these. I'd rather stay with my barbells. I don't want to get a concussion. Nonsense. You're not going to get that unless you take the little one and go like with on Looney Tunes cartoons and then just go and bash yourself with it. But you can use your head and just give it a slight bonk and stabilize it. And you can let them pass within an inch or so of your head. But like I said, I'm trying to show you a little contingency plan, if you will. Say if it falls in the opposite direction of your head. And, well, let me just show you with the little ones. I can be helping somebody out in case somebody goes and buys one of these things, and you know what I mean? The 15s. But see, you do this on purpose, like ahead of time. Go see how you can hold the floor and just go. And but a lot of times, you know, you let it down like this naturally. A lot of times it's the first instinct, but you might want to do in case, you know, like they want to waver like this. It goes toward your head, but like say you go like this, just let the whole arm, just relax the whole shoulder. And then some people don't think of that ahead of time, maybe if you're using too much, and then like that's keeping you from dropping them on the floor and damaging your good floor or your concrete that you have to redo. But I'll remind you once again, like before you go and do this with the bigger ones, yeah, the ones the more of this you do, the better off you're going to be. Because like, and always do whole sessions of nothing but this. If you can't do this like properly, if you get ones that are too big and you go up like this and you waver too much, then maybe you need to do the littler ones for a while longer. Or just hold them a little closer to, you know, over here in the handles instead of here. Like I said, with my bigger ones, the bigger ones, I don't think I'm going to be ready to hold it like over here yet, but I just showed you maybe halfway about here. But like that's how you do it. And again, I mean, practice is picking them up and putting them back down. Not like no barbells, no Mr. Badass like you're doing something erratically and bang them. These ain't for banging down on the ground. As a matter of fact, treat these or anything else you're doing. Say you're actually in an apartment and you have, say you're upstairs and you have a neighbor downstairs. Train it, whether you have a neighbor downstairs or not, say you're in a basement or in your own area. Act like you are anyway, because it's a good exercise to do. It's a good discipline. I mean, treat it as if you have somebody downstairs that you know you don't want to be hearing, you know. Because you actually are going to feel some pretty good everything going in your muscle groups, the fact that you're trying to set it down gracefully and quietly, because that takes a little bit of, instead of just banging them down, you're actually feeling some muscles flexing, believe it or not, just by setting this up down nice. Well, another reason too, because if you set it down and let go of them, even on stable concrete, yeah, it can fall over. If you're doing it on bare feet or just tennis shoes, these bigger ones can smack you in the foot. Now I say wear steel toe boots. I'm in bare feet again now, but I'm a bad example, but when you're better at it. But like I said, the important thing, don't be careless. You know, these are nice, but well, you can take a 25-pound barbell weight and be careless and smash your toes with it too, really. Even though people don't do it, in my opinion, if you want to go to the gym in steel-toed boots, or like a guy I worked with in a factory, steel-toed tennis shoes, instead of athletic shoes, if you want to wear steel-toed tennis shoes to the gym, I would. There's nothing wrong with that. You can buy steel-toed tennis shoes if you don't want it to look like work boots. I mean, people have done it, broken their toes for their reasons. But then, you know, just a lot of this and don't even touch the floor, you know what I mean? Like I said in the other video, the swinging of the pendulum. It's philosophical and literal too, you know what I mean? The pendulum swings. Relax. And hold it. And hold it. Now that one I would have showed you with the littler one first. And you notice that I'm doing in the reverse of what I told you too, when you have it up and you're letting it down to protect your wrist. And now I can tell you that you can bring it up. Swing the pendulum this way. And then let it down. See, there's like extra things you can do, you know what I mean? So every little thing, so something goes wrong, you know exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to throw a shoulder out. And venture into some things gradually, you know what I mean? But try not to make this video too long. But say you want to get a bigger one like these, and if I get the bigger ones already, like the 50s, they're going to cost me like $200. But say this is plenty good enough. Say if I did get the bigger one, most likely it'll be just 2 hands, and then the Conan sword, like that. Plenty of that, and you point it downrange too. Plenty of this. All right, so that's going to do it for this video for today. I'm going to end it right here. But I'm going to go ahead and render this. Rid of the gloves. See, your hands are sweaty already. Yeah, ending this. Wear the damn gloves. Trust me. Believe me when I tell you. You get into the bigger ones, you want to wear the gloves because the hands will sweat and it kind of almost want to fly out of your hands. And you'll get rub on your hands and blister. No different than if you're using a sledgehammer vigorously or whatever. But wear the gloves.